Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're dedicating our time to a topic that is just so fundamental to life in the US, but it's almost never taught well.
If it's taught at all.
Right, if at all. We are tackling the, let's face it, intimidating world of building credit from scratch. Our mission today is really simple. We want to take all the confusion, the fear, and honestly the shame out of this whole process and give you a simple, actionable, and most importantly, a safe way to build a healthy credit history. So if you're listening right now because you feel lost or confused or maybe even a little embarrassed that you don't know the first thing about this, I just want you to stop for a second. Please know you are not alone. You are not behind. The system is, frankly, designed to be confusing.
It really is.
And it is absolutely not your fault that you were never taught this. We're going to fix that right here today.
That validation is so important because the way most people first encountered this system is through rejection.
Yeah.
I remember when I was just starting out, I got a new job. I was so excited. And I found this great apartment. It felt like a real step up.
The first real adult place.
Exactly. I'd saved up for the deposit. I felt totally prepared. And then I could just hear these flat, cold words from the leasing agent. Sorry, your application doesn't qualify.
That moment where this invisible system just slams a very real door in your face. It's brutal.
It is. And the shock just got worse when they told me why. It wasn't because I had bad credit, which is what I immediately thought.
Of course. You assume you messed up somehow.
Right. It was because I had no credit. I had never borrowed money, never had a credit card, so I had no history. They couldn't judge me, so they just assumed I was a risk.
It's so infuriating, the idea that being financially responsible and avoiding debt actually gets you penalized.
It's the same penalty. It's just as bad as if I had defaulted on a huge loan.
And that feeling, that being stopped right at the starting line, that's what we call the zero credit problem, right?
That's it. It's this paradox where you need credit to get credit. Not having a history can be just as limiting as having a bad one, because lenders, they just run on data.
And if there's no data?
If there's no data, they can't trust you. And what's the most human reaction to a system that feels like it's designed to punish you?
You avoid it.
Avoidance. People get scared, they opt out, and that just makes everything more expensive in the long run. Higher deposits, higher insurance rates. It just makes it harder to get ahead.
So today, our deep dive is all about breaking that cycle, replacing that fear with knowledge, and giving you that calm, simple, and safe guidance to build credit from the ground up.
One step at a time.
So let's start there. Let's tackle that anxiety head on. Why does credit feel so scary and intimidating when you're a beginner? It feels like it's more than just about money.
Oh, it's absolutely psychological. I think the number one reason is what we could call the invisibility factor.
The invisibility factor.
Yeah, credit is. It's abstract, you can't see it, you can't touch it, and you usually don't even think about it until something goes wrong.
Until you get denied for that apartment or that car.
Exactly. So your very first interaction with your credit score is linked to rejection and failure. It feels like an ambush, not like a tool you can use.
It's that moment you realize this number you didn't even know you had is suddenly making major life decisions for you.
Yes. And then you add on top of that what I call the language barrier. The whole industry uses this intimidating jargon that makes it feel like you're trying to learn a foreign language.
Okay, let's break some of that down. I feel like just knowing what the words mean takes away half their power. Let's start with the big one, hard check versus soft check. People hear inquiry and they just panic.
That's a perfect one to start with because they mean totally different things. A soft inquiry or a soft check happens when you check your own score.
Okay.
Or, when a credit card company checks your file to send you one of those pre-approved offers in the mail.
And what's the impact on my score?
Zero. Absolutely none. They're just for information.
So checking my own credit, which I should be doing, doesn't hurt me at all.
Correct. Now, a hard inquiry or a hard check, that's totally different. This only happens when you formally apply for new credit.
A mortgage, a car loan, a new credit card.
Exactly. That's the lender saying, okay, we're seriously thinking about lending you money, so we need to see your full detailed history.
And that one does impact your score.
It does. It causes a small, temporary dip in your score. It usually only lasts a few months, but the inquiry itself stays on your report for 2 years.
Why does it do that?
The system sees you actively looking for new debt, which, to an algorithm, looks like you might be a bit higher risk. That's why we always say don't apply for a bunch of cards all at once.
Right. So if you apply for 5 cards in a week, those 5 hard inquiries can actually add up and make a real dent.
A very real, even if temporary dent. Then you hear terms like utilization or revolving lines.
Okay, what's a revolving line?
It just means a line of credit that doesn't have a fixed end date, like a credit card. It revolves. You use some, you pay it back, and then that credit is available to you again.
And utilization.
That's just the percentage of your available credit that you're currently using. It's a huge factor in your score, and we'll dig into that a lot more later.
All this jargon, it really points to these systemic assumptions that are just so hostile to someone new.
Absolutely. The system just assumes you have this foundational knowledge that so many people, especially young adults or first-generation Americans, just don't have. Where would they have learned it?
Right. If your family didn't use credit or used it badly, you have no way to learn these habits organically.
And because money is tied up with feelings of success and responsibility, that leads to the biggest barrier of all, the power of shame.
The shame of having to admit, I don't know how this works.
Yes, people are so embarrassed, they pretend, they guess, or they do what I did and just avoid the whole system.
And avoidance is the most expensive choice you can make.
It is. It keeps you stuck paying that risk penalty on everything.
Yeah.
The goal today is to replace that shame with simple, repeatable actions.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's strip away all the complexity. What is credit at its very heart?
At its heart, credit is a trust score. That's it. It's the most honest way to define it.
A trust score. I love that.
It's just a number that companies use to decide really quickly how much they can trust you to pay back borrowed money. It's a record of your reliability.
And that analogy makes so much sense because everyone understands how trust works. You build it with consistent, reliable actions over time.
Exactly. Every time you make an on-time payment, you're sending a signal that says, I'm reliable, I do what I say I'm going to do, and your trust score goes up.
And if you miss a payment or you max out all your cards,
you're signaling risk, you're showing financial strain, and so your trust score goes down. It's not a moral judgment. It's not about you as a person.
It's just a prediction tool.
It's just a tool banks use to manage their risk, that's all.
And that score is based on a few key things, right? Understanding those pillars really helps make sense of the plan we're going to lay out.
Right. The FICO score, which is the one used most often, is basically made up of 5 main pillars.
What's the biggest one?
Number 1, by far, is payment history. It's about 35% of your score. It's simple. Did you pay your bills on time?
Okay, so that's a third of the score right there.
Pretty much. The next biggest is amounts owed, or your credit utilization. That's another 30%.
So just those two things, paying on time and not using too much of your credit, that's almost 2/3 of your entire score.
It's 65%. If you master just those 2 things, you're well on your way.
What are the other smaller pieces?
And they have length of credit history, which is about 15%. That's just how long your accounts have been open. After that, it's new credit. That's the hard inquiries we talked about. And credit mix, which is just having different types of credit, like a credit card and maybe a car loan. But those are much smaller pieces of the puzzle.
Okay, so focusing on consistency and keeping debt low is really the name of the game.
It's almost the entire game. Which brings us back to that crucial distinction for anyone starting out. Bad credit versus no credit.
Why is this so important for a beginner to understand?
Because it's so reassuring. If you have no credit, you're just invisible. You're a blank slate. You haven't made any mistakes. You're at the starting line.
But if you have bad credit?
If you have bad credit, the system sees a history of high-risk behavior. Missed payments, collections, things like that. There's a negative record you have to overcome.
So starting from zero is actually easier.
Infinitely easier. You're not fighting against past mistakes. You're just building a positive history from day one.
Right.
It's a much more empowering place to start. And it's so important to start because most people think credit only matters when you go to buy a house someday.
Right. Some far-off, distant future event.
But that's just not true. The impact of having no trust score hits your life way earlier and way more often than you think.
Let's really detail that. Beyond the big mortgage, where does a lack of credit suddenly make life more expensive or difficult for a young person?
Well, we already talked about renting an apartment. That's a huge one. Many landlords won't even consider you without a score, or they'll ask for a massive deposit.
Like 2 or 3 months rent up front.
Exactly, which is a huge hit to your savings right away.
Yeah.
Then there's securing a car loan. This is where you can actually see the financial penalty.
Okay, let's run the numbers on that.
Let's say you need a $20,000 used car. If you have excellent credit, say a 760 score, you might get an interest rate around 4%.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
But if you have no credit or weak credit, you could easily be quoted 10% 15%, or even higher, if you can get approved at all.
So what's the actual dollar difference between 4% and, say, 14% on that loan over 5 years?
It's staggering.
Yeah.
At 4%, you'd pay about $2,100 in interest over the life of the loan.
Okay.
At 14%, you're paying over $7,800 in interest.
Wow.
That's an extra $5,700 that you're paying just for being invisible to the system. That is the risk penalty in action.
$5,700. That's a huge deep dive nugget right there. That's the price of invisibility.
And it doesn't stop there. Think
Yeah.
about cell phone plans.
Really? Even a phone plan?
Yep. If you have no credit, you often have to pay a $300 to $500 deposit just to get a contract. Same thing for utilities. Your power, your gas, your internet. They'll all ask for deposits because they can't trust that you'll pay your bill.
And even car insurance, right?
Even car insurance rates are often influenced by your credit history. The data shows that people who manage their finances well tend to be safer bets in other areas of life too.
So if you don't have a credit score, you're just automatically seen as a high risk and you pay a surcharge on almost every basic necessity.
Precisely. You get caught in this constant rejection cycle. You get denied, which costs you more money, which causes financial stress, which makes you want to avoid the system.
Which just leads to the next denial.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
And that's why we're saying starting to build credit today is really an act of financial self-defense.
Okay, so we've established the why. We know why this matters, why the system is the way it is. Let's pivot now completely to the how. For that person starting from zero, who needs the safest, simplest path forward, what are the best tools?
We want tools that are low risk, easy to manage, and basically guaranteed to work. And the gold standard for any beginner is the secured credit card,
The training wheels option.
the ultimate training wheels.
Yeah.
It's a non-negotiable first step for a lot of people.
So break down exactly what a secured card is.
Okay, so a secured card is a starter card where you give the bank a refundable deposit up front. Let's say you put down $200.
Yeah.
That $200 is held by the bank as collateral, and that deposit becomes your credit limit. You literally cannot spend more than the $200 you already gave them.
So the bank has zero risk. If I don't pay my bill, they just keep my $200.
Correct. And because their risk is zero, they are way more likely to approve people with no history, or even people who are rebuilding from past mistakes. It's safe for them, and it's safe for you because you can't get into debt.
What should someone look for when they're choosing a secured card?
Look for three things. First, a low annual fee, or ideally no fee at all. Second, a clear path to graduation.
What does graduation mean?
It means that after about 6 to 12 months of perfect on-time payments, the bank will automatically convert your secured card to a regular unsecured card and give you your deposit back.
Oh, that's great. So it's not locked up forever.
Nope. And the third thing, and this is critical, make sure they report to all three major credit bureaus. That's Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. If they only report to one, you're only building a third of a profile.
And the strategy for using it.
One small bill. Use it for your Netflix, your Spotify, something small, predictable, and recurring. Charge that one thing and then pay it off in full every single month. That is the secret handshake.
I love that. Okay, what's tool number 2?
Tool number 2 is the authorized user status. This could be a huge shortcut, but it comes with a big warning label.
Okay, explain the shortcut part first.
This is where someone with fantastic established credit, like a parent or a trusted relative, adds you to their credit card account. You're an authorized user.
So what does that actually do for my credit?
The magic is that their long, positive payment history gets added to your credit file. So if your mom has had a card for 20 years and has never missed a payment,
I suddenly look like I have 20 years of perfect payment history.
in many cases, yes. It can give your file a massive jump start, especially in the length of history category.
Okay, that sounds amazing. What's the warning label?
You are tying your financial wagon to their horse. If they suddenly max out the card 1 month or they miss a payment, that negative mark goes on your credit report too.
Wow. So you're completely vulnerable to their mistakes.
Completely. So you only, and I mean only, accept this from someone who is incredibly responsible. Someone who pays on time, every time, keeps their balances super low, and has had that card for a long time.
If they don't meet that criteria, you just have to politely say no thank you.
The risk is just not worth it.
Okay. So what about someone who is still just terrified of credit cards, even a secured one?
For them, the Credit Builder loan is a fantastic option. It's like debt-free practice.
Debt-free practice. How does that work?
It's a little counterintuitive. You take out a small loan, say $500, but the bank doesn't give you the money. They lock it away in a savings account.
Okay.
Then you make small monthly payments, maybe $40 a month, for a year, as if you were paying back the loan.
So I'm just practicing the habit of making a monthly payment.
Exactly. Each of those on-time payments gets reported to the credit bureaus. And at the end of the term, the bank unlocks the $500 and gives it to you. You've built a positive payment history without ever actually taking on consumer debt.
That's brilliant. It's pure credit practice.
It is. And it helps build your credit mix too, because it's an installment loan, not revolving credit.
And lastly, for people in college.
For them, student credit cards are a great option. They're unsecured cards, but they're designed for students. They have low limits and easier approval standards because they know the applicants don't have much income or history.
So the message is, there are multiple safe ways to start. You don't have to just jump into the deep end with a high-interest card.
Not at all. There's a safe on-ramp for everyone. So we have the tools. Now we need to talk about the behavior. If you follow these 4 golden rules, you will build excellent credit. If you don't, you risk getting caught in a really painful debt cycle.
These are the financial guardrails. What's rule number 1?
Rule 1, the cash principle. This is the most important one for avoiding debt. Only spend on the card what you already have in cash in your checking account.
So you're not treating the credit limit like it's extra money.
Never. You have to treat the credit card like it's a debit card with a reporting feature. If the money isn't sitting there, ready to pay the bill in full, you cannot make the purchase. This one rule protects you from almost all overspending.
If you just follow that one rule, you're safe from 90% of the problems people have with credit cards.
It is the absolute foundation. Okay, rule 2 is the most important one for your score. Low utilization. You have to keep your reported balance under 30% of your credit limit, and ideally
Well, you're 10%.
ideally under 10%. This is so important.
And this goes back to the FICO weightings we talked about. This is 30% of your score.
Right. Payment history is 35%, utilization is 30%. They are the 2 giants. If you have a high utilization, say over 50%, it tells the credit bureaus you might be under financial stress, and your score can drop by dozens of points overnight.
Okay, so on my $200 secured card, I need to keep my balance below $60, but really below $20.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
But here's a crucial pro tip. Let's say you charge $100, but you pay it off right away. Does the score know that? And it's such an important question. The answer is maybe not. The credit card companies only report your balance to the bureaus once a month.
And if they report it before you've paid it off?
Then the bureaus see a $100 balance on a $200 limit. That's 50% utilization, and your score will take a temporary hit, even though you paid it in full.
So how do you get around that timing issue?
You use what we call the twice monthly payment strategy. As soon as a charge posts to your account, you go in and pay it off. Keep your balance at or near zero throughout the month. That way, when the statement date comes, the balance that gets reported is tiny.
So you're managing the reporting cycle, not just the payment due date.
You're managing the reported balance. That's the advanced move that really maximizes your score.
I love that. Okay, what's rule 3?
Rule 3 is non-negotiable. Payment in full. Always pay your entire statement balance every single month. Never, ever just pay the minimum.
Because the minimum payment is the trap.
It's the profit trap for the bank. Paying the minimum keeps you out of default, but it locks you into paying high interest. If you pay in full, you pay 0 interest. The card remains a free tool for building your history.
And if you follow rule 1, the cash principle, then paying in full is automatic.
They work hand in hand. And finally, rule 4, never miss a payment. This is the big one, the 35% factor. A single payment that's reported 30 days late can stay on your report for 7 years.
7 years.
It can absolutely devastate a new credit file. It is just not worth the risk.
And the way to guarantee you never break this rule is automation.
Set up automatic payments. It is your best friend. It's your insurance policy against forgetting. Autopay ensures that Rule 4 is never violated, and that protects the most important part of your score.
So we have the rules for success. Now let's talk about the other side. The common pitfalls, the mistakes that beginners make, usually because of bad advice or just emotional pressure.
The first mistake is the big psychological trap. Treating the card like free money. It's a failure to connect the swipe today with the bill that's coming next month. That is the fast track to stress and debt.
And then there's the utilization mistake, even if you do have the money to pay it off.
Yes. Mistake number 2, maxing out the card. Even if you can pay off that $199 charge in your $200 card, Letting that 99% utilization get reported looks like distress.
The goal isn't to use all the credit, it's to show you don't need to.
Exactly, you're demonstrating restraint. Then, of course, mistake 3 is that minimum payment snare we just talked about.
Only paying the minimum.
It's how a $10 purchase can end up costing you $30 over time. You have to use the card as a payment tool, not as a loan.
What about people who get too eager? They want to build credit fast, so they start applying for everything.
That's mistake 4. Applying for too many cards too fast. We talked about hard inquiries. If you apply for 3 cards in a month, the scoring models see that as a sign of desperation. It looks risky. Stick to one good starter tool and let it age.
And what about bringing other people into it? Co-signing.
Oof. Mistake 5. Co-signing for the wrong person. This is one of the fastest ways to ruin a perfect credit history. When you co-sign, you are legally guaranteeing that debt.
So if they miss a payment, it's like you missed a payment.
It hits your report just as hard. The only rule for co-signing is this. Are you willing and able to pay off the entire loan yourself right now?
Assume the loan is yours from day one.
If you can't do that, you can't co-sign. It's that simple.
Okay, another one I see is people getting a new, better card and then immediately closing their old starter card.
Mistake 6. Closing your oldest card. That is a huge mistake. Length of credit history is a big factor in your score. When you close your oldest account, you shorten your average account age and your score will drop.
So just keep it open.
Keep it open, put your Netflix subscription on it, set it to auto pay, and just put it in a drawer. Let it keep aging for you.
And what about all these new buy now, pay later services?
That's mistake 7, constant reliance on BNPL. They're convenient, but they encourage bad habits. They get you used to taking on small, fragmented debts all over the place. You're better off building one single discipline habit with a real credit tool.
So if someone is listening and nodding along thinking, I've made one of those mistakes, what's the message?
A mistake is a data point. It's not your destiny. Everyone messes up with money. Your credit journey is defined by what you do next. Start following the 4 golden rules today, and over time, the positive data will start to outweigh the negative.
It's all about that sustained positive behavior.
The system always rewards consistency.
That's a good transition, because building credit is a long game. It requires patience. We need to set some realistic expectations so a beginner doesn't quit if they don't see a 750 score in a month.
Right. This is a marathon, not a sprint. If you start today with a secured card and you follow our rules, here is a realistic timeline. In about 3 to 6 months, you'll have a strong foundation. You'll have 3 to 6 months of on-time payments reported. If you started with nothing, this is usually when your first official FICO score will appear.
And what would a good starting score be?
It's often in the mid to high 600s, which is a fantastic starting point. It means you are now visible to the system. You've gone from being a ghost to being a person with a record.
Okay, so after 6 months, you exist.
You exist. Then, around 9 months, you'll start to see noticeable improvement. Your utilization will look great, your history is getting a little longer, you're showing a solid pattern of reliability.
And at what point can you start thinking about graduating to a better card?
Usually around the 12-month mark. After a full year of perfect history, that's often when the bank will graduate your secured card to an unsecured one and give you your deposit back. You've earned the next level of trust.
And the path to truly excellent credit, a score over 750.
It takes time, usually 2 years and beyond. Now, that length of history factor really starts to work in your favor. This is what I call the quiet growth phase. Credit isn't built by big, flashy moves.
It's built by being boringly consistent.
It's built by making small, predictable, boring payments every single month, year after year. The score just rises as a consequence of time and good habits.
That quiet growth idea is so important. You're not trying to do anything dramatic. You're just waiting for time to pass while you maintain perfect habits.
That's it. Consistency is the secret ingredient.
Okay, we've laid out the safe path. Now let's talk about the bad advice, the detours and traps that beginners need to learn to ignore.
The first one you'll see everywhere is the store credit card. So rule 1, don't chase store credit cards.
They're so tempting with that save 20% on your purchase today offer.
They are predators for beginners. They're easy to get approved for, which is tempting, but they come with insane interest rates, sometimes over 30%. They're designed to get you to overspend and carry a balance.
So just say no.
Just say no. Save that hard inquiry for a good, reputable starter card. Next, what about all those offers you get in the mail?
The pre-approval letters.
Don't accept every pre-approval letter. They are marketing. They are not a guarantee you'll be approved. All they did was a soft check on your file. If you apply, you'll still get a hard inquiry, and you might get denied anyway.
So just shred them.
Shred them. Only apply for a product you have researched and actually need. Next, and this is a big one we've touched on.
Don't spend money just to build credit.
Exactly. Don't spend money just to build credit. That $15 Netflix bill is enough to build an excellent score. You do not need to buy things you don't need. The goal is to prove trust with minimal activity, not maximum spending.
And what about the comparison game? Seeing your friends score on social media.
Yes. Don't compare scores. Your journey is unique. Your friend might have a higher score because their parents made them an authorized user 10 years ago. It doesn't matter. The only thing you control is your own perfect payment history and your low utilization. Focus on that.
And
don't let shame stop the learning process. This is a skill. It's like learning to cook or change a tire. It has nothing to do with your intelligence or your worth as a person. If you're confused, ask. If you mess up, learn from it and move on.
Okay, this is the part everyone's been waiting for. The actionable roadmap. For anyone feeling overwhelmed, let's walk through the gentle 90-day credit building plan.
We've broken this down into 3 simple phases. It's all designed for safety and to be as stress-free as possible.
Let's start with month 1. Starting at setup. What do I do in week 1?
Month 1, week 1. Your only job is to open a secured credit card. Pick a good one with no annual fee and a clear graduation path. Put down a small deposit that causes you 0 financial stress. $100 or $200 is perfect.
And just one card?
Just one. Okay, week 2. Pick one small, predictable bill. This has to be something you already pay for every month. A streaming service, a gym membership, whatever. The key is, it's a predictable amount.
Oh, week 3.
Put that single bill on the new secured card. That's it. You've now created the activity that's going to be reported.
And then the most important step, week 4.
Set up automatic payments for the full balance. This is your insurance policy. Double check that it's set up correctly to pay the entire statement balance, not just the minimum. And that's it. Month 1 is done. You've built the system.
Okay, on to month 2. Routine and consistency.
This is where we just let the system work. Week 5. Your only job is to maintain low utilization. Remember, our goal is under 20%. So on a $200 limit, keep the balance below $40. If you need to, make an extra payment mid-month to keep it low.
Week 6.
Make sure that second on-time payment goes through. Just check your bank statement. Confirm the auto pay worked. You're just building that pattern of perfect behavior.
Okay, week 7 is an interesting one.
Week 7. Time for a checkup. Go to annualcreditreport.com. That's the official free site. And check your credit report.
Not the score, the report.
Exactly. You're just looking for accuracy. Is the new account showing up? Is it marked as paid on time? This is your first financial audit?
And week 8.
Just keep it going. The whole point of credit building is that it's boring. Let the system run. Don't add more spending. Just be consistent.
I love that.
Right.
Credit building should be boring. Now, month 3, stability and growth.
Now we optimize. Week 9. This is our pro tip. Try to pay the card twice a month. Pay off the charge as soon as it posts. This will guarantee that an ultra-low balance gets reported, which will maximize your score.
That's a high-impact move that's really easy to do.
Super easy. Week 10. This is optional. Consider adding $50 to your deposit. If you can afford it, raising your limit from $200 to $250 makes it even easier to keep your utilization percentage low.
Okay.
Week 11. Just maintain the discipline. One more month of perfect payments and low utilization, you're almost there.
And then week 12.
The result, you did it. Take a moment to celebrate. After 3 months of perfect, consistent behavior, you've built a solid foundation. If you started from 0, you now have a score. You've officially taken control of your financial story.
Even with that perfect roadmap, fear can still get in the way. So let's just talk directly to those fears.
Let's do it. Fear number 1, I'm scared to apply. What if they say no?
Okay, we know rejection from a lack of history doesn't really harm your life. It's the avoidance that does. But even more than that, a secured card is literally designed for you to be approved. The bank has your money. Their risk is 0.
The chance of denial is tiny. Just take the first step. Okay, fear number 2. What if I make one mistake and ruin my credit forever?
Right, this idea that it's so fragile, credit is built slowly, and it's also damaged slowly. Massive damage comes from repeated, long overdue missed payments. One little slip-up that you fix right away won't destroy you, and that's what the automatic payment rule is for. It's your safety net.
Fear number 3. I just don't understand all the terms. It's too complicated.
You do not need to be a FICO algorithm expert. You just need to master two things: pay on time and keep your usage low. That's it. Those two habits control 65% of your score. Focus on the actions, not the jargon.
And the last one, fear number 4. I can't handle another responsibility right now.
I hear this one a lot, but this isn't adding stress, it's an investment in reducing future stress. This plan is one card, one small bill, one automated payment. It is a tiny action that will save you so much money and anxiety down the road.
We really have to reframe this. Credit isn't a test you can fail. It's a tool for getting access to a more stable, affordable life. You're opening a door, not closing one.
Let's take a moment now to really connect what we're learning today to that future you're building. If you can, just take a deep breath.
Inhale,
Yeah.
and then slowly let it out.
I want you to imagine yourself 1 year from today. You've been following this plan, you're applying for a new apartment, maybe in a new city, and when you submit that application, you feel confident. There's no fear.
The landlord looks at your file and says, everything looks great. There's no demand for an extra deposit. The process is smooth, calm, and dignified. You're approved.
Now jump ahead 3 years. You need a reliable car. You walk into the dealership and you go into the finance office armed with your good history. You're not hoping for an approval, you're comparing competitive offers.
Because you've been so consistent, you get a great low interest rate, you're saving thousands of dollars because you are no longer paying that risk penalty. You earned this.
And now, look ahead 5 years. Your score is strong. Over 700, maybe even close to 800. It's just a stable, reliable part of your financial life. You feel safe, you feel in control of your decisions.
And now picture that future self looking back to you right now in this moment. And they're just saying, thank you. Thank you for being brave enough to start. Thank you for taking that first small step. You have no idea how much easier you made my life.
This whole journey, it's not about getting a high score for the sake of a number. It's about the quality of life you get to live. A life with fewer barriers, less stress, and more freedom.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, let's just boil it down to the 5 core truths that you can take with you.
Okay, truth 1. Credit isn't scary when you understand it's just a trust score. It's a record of your reliability.
Truth 2. You do not need a lot of money to build good credit. You just need a lot of consistency.
Truth 3. Small, boring, automated habits are what shape your entire financial future, not big, dramatic gestures.
Truth 4. Patience builds stronger credit than perfection. It's about consistency over time.
And truth 5. You have everything you need right now to take that first step. Starting today with this safe plan is more than enough.
I really believe that anyone listening can master this system. You know the rules now. You know the pitfalls.
Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive. Thank you for choosing to learn this skill. And remember, you deserve a life where money is a tool that works for you, not against you. You deserve that safety, that stability, and a future you can be proud of. And it all starts with that first small, safe step today.